So what's up guys, this is Primetime 2 and today I wanted to talk about something. I wanted to talk about not movies, but games that should see sequels and proper sequels, not sequels that, let me put it kindly, that suck. One of the games that I think this should get a sequel is Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. The last sequel they got was Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And I bought that game when it first came out. I believe it came out around 2007, 2008. And I purchased it when it came out. And I thought it was going to be a great game. And it turned out to be completely different from what I thought it would be. Banjo-Kazooie is still one of the greatest games. I have Banjo-Kazooie, the first one, on Xbox Live Arcade. It's a great game. I haven't played it in a while because I don't have a 360 at the moment. I gotta wait till Christmas. But I highly recommend Banjo-Kazooie to anyone who hasn't played it. Another game that should see a remake or see a sequel is Medieval. I played Medieval 1. I've never played 2 or Medieval on the PSP. And there should be one on the PlayStation 3 by now. I don't know what's taking Sony forever, but there should be one. There should have been one. You know, they even put Sir Daniel Fortescue in PlayStation All-Stars, so it's not like they don't know, they forgot about him. They know he's there. They're just not using the character. As well as Crash Bandicoot. The Crash Bandicoot games have steered far away from what Crash Bandicoot is. I've never played any Crash Bandicoots except I think Crash Team Racing, because I love the racing games. And Crash Bandicoot is another game that needs a real reboot. And I'm not talking about Crash with the monsters on top of him. I'm talking about back to the basics, Crash Bandicoot. Another game that I can think about on the top of my head is Mortal Kombat. Now, people might get on top of me about this, say Mortal Kombat, the one that just came out, was awesome. But I feel like the game was not that good. I had it for the PlayStation Vita, and the game, I'm not going to down it because of the difficulty, but is that what it has come to? That we as gamers are required to be good at every single game we play as far as fighting games, considering Mortal Kombat. I played it on the easiest difficulty and I still got my ass whooped. So that ought to tell you something about Mortal Kombat. I think it's Mortal Kombat 9. I may be wrong, I may be right, so I don't know. But it's still a great game. It's just not Mortal Kombat like the Mortal Kombat how it used to be. It's cheap. That's all I can put it. Cheap. Mortal Kombat cheap. Online and against a computer. Another game that I would like to see a sequel to, that hasn't had a proper sequel to, is Final Fantasy VII. And I know Final Fantasy games don't get a sequel, but they just started doing this, so why Final Fantasy VII hasn't seen a sequel? Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core is not a sequel, I believe, just because it had some of the Final Fantasy characters in it. I'm talking about a proper Final Fantasy VII sequel. I'm not a big Final Fantasy VII guy, so I'm just talking about for the fans. I would like to see a Final Fantasy X X2. You know what I mean. A Final Fantasy X sequel, but it might not happen because they moved so forward ahead. They might not be skipping backwards. So another game that I can think about on the top of my head that needs a reboot or a new game is Killer Instinct. That's a game that required a lot of skill, and sometimes you could get lucky, but man, it was so fun to play. Even if you sucked, you could just button mash and get through it and pull off combos. Killer Instinct is freaking awesome. From Killer Instinct to Killer Instinct 2 to Killer Instinct Gold for Nintendo 64. And then another game that I can think about on the top of my head when we're talking about fighting games is Clay Fighter, which is a funny, quirky type of game, and it's not complex in the way that it works. It's nothing like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter X Tekken, but it's just there. Kind of like Reality Fighters for the PlayStation Vita. People say it sucks, but it might not suck to everyone. It's just awesome. and I played it, the 64 version, on my computer. I think I have a video on my channel, and I have a lot of views compared to a lot of my other videos, which is surprising, because I guess a lot of people like that game, and I do too. It was pretty fun. I played as Earthworm Jim and the Clown and Snow Guy, and I never played the game until I played the emulator. So if it wasn't for emulators, I wouldn't be playing a lot of games that I never got the chance to play, because I'm not going back and buying old systems. Another game that I would like to see get a reboot, a lot of wrestling fans would like to see this happen, is for a reboot or a new sequel to WWF No Mercy or WWF WrestleMania. See, the reason this might not happen is because the characters in the game, but I would just like the movesets, the structure, the story mode, everything in that game, but with new people. Why can't we have that, THQ? Why do we have to do WWE 13? Is good, I'm not gonna lie, but once I beat everything, there's no incentive to even go back to touch the game. I tried to play the game today, and the servers have to act up stupid or freeze the game, and it just pisses me off. I don't even want to go. Even to get the achievements to play online is such a chore. So, and now I'm going to talk about some of the games that I'm looking forward to in 2013. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the Witch, I think, White Witch or something. I'm looking forward to that game. I haven't played the demo. I have it on my PlayStation 3. I'm looking forward to it. God of War Ascension Beta. I have that. I played it. I'm level 9. I'm aligned with Ares. I'm going to get the collector's edition at Best Buy, and I'm going to get $20 back from Best Buy certificates. So it's like I'm paying $60 for it. Another game that I'm looking forward to that I'm not going to pick up, but I'm eventually going to get it when it's lower price, is Tomb Raider. I'm looking forward to Soul Sacrifice, which I might pick up. Luigi's Mansion 2. There's a lot of great games coming out 2013. Grand Theft Auto 5, Bioshock Infinite. Those are just some of the ones I can think about on the top of my head. Dead Space 3, but they ruined Dead Space. Now it's like some Call of Duty, just like Resident Evil 6. They're like putting Call of Duty and first-person mechanics inside of these games. They should stay third-person action and shooters, not Call of Duty action-adventure shooter type game. They're trying to switch a genre, and they're just screwing up their games, and fans are not liking it. And Dead Space is starting to look less survival horror and more action-adventure horror. I don't even know if that's even a genre. I'm just making it up, but that's what it looks like to me. You got machine guns and stuff like that. That's not Dead Space that I remember. Dead Space 2 was creepy, but this Dead Space does not. Then they added co-op. You're not gonna get scared anymore. I never got scared in Dead Space. Yeah, I might got scared in Dead Space 1 to twice, like when the thing came out the wall and grabbed me. But besides those things, Dead Space 2 never scared me. Just the enemies were kind of tough. I never beat the game. I might pick it up for the PlayStation 3. But as far as Dead Space 3, I'm not certain on that game. So these are my picks of sequels, games that should have sequels, and also games that I'm looking forward to in 2013. Tell me in the comment section below what games you guys are looking forward to, and what are you guys looking forward to in the new year as well. Have a Merry Christmas and a New Year. Hopefully I'll make a new video before then, and I can tell you guys Merry Christmas. But we'll see about that. I don't know. So thanks for watching. If I don't make another video, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for watching.